I'm going to show you the latest in the garden, what's happening. Dun dun dun. Let's see. Oh, this was a sad discovery today. This was a black plum I had planted. It just came straight out the ground. It even was planted in a gopher basket, but if you look at the roots, they're like flat. So I think the gopher somehow got to it. I don't know, but either way, it's a goner. There's my potatoes. I added a little bit of dirt today. They're doing good. They're getting a little bit bigger. I got my brandy wines. They still seem pretty small, tomatoes, but they're doing better. I have lost some, just as I figured I would, because I transplanted them so early. All these jackfruit seeds, of course, those take a while, so nothing happened in there. Sage and jicama, nothing. It hasn't been warm enough, so you know, once this, in the next week, it's going to be cloudy too, so a little bit of sun, but I don't know what will happen with those. It may take a little while. My peppers are getting, these are the cayennes, just a little bit bigger, but they got time. The beefsteaks are, they've certainly gotten bigger since I've given them some banana water, but they're still small. And the Roma's still small. Corn's already almost all popped up. I think I got one that hasn't popped up yet. So, oh, looky over here. This is in the middle of the bed. As you can see, I've gotten 2 cabbages, and actually I think I could pull maybe a couple more out of here. But you can see this is the first one that I pulled out of. It's already making more, so yay. My collards here, you know, they got a little bit bigger. They are getting a little bit bigger, but the thing is, they're getting eaten by something. And I'm sure it's pinchers, earwigs. But also, it's gonna be getting warm fairly soon, so they probably aren't gonna survive anyways. I don't know if I'll keep trying with them or if I'll just pull them up and put something else there. I'm not sure. My romaine, I keep picking it, and oh my God, look at it. It's just like overgrown. My nasturtium is doing good. All my arugula, I'm letting go to seed, so we can have tons, which we'll definitely use. My lettuce is going bananas, and I have to start eating it. And then there's my little pepper patch. They are getting bigger. It doesn't look like it, but they actually are. The ones that I planted not too long ago. Over here, I showed you this before, but my green beans, you can see like they're getting eaten by something. But you can see that the bigger they get, the more they pretty much get left alone. So I just gave them some banana water, and I'll just keep trying to get them bigger so that they're stronger. And then they seem to be left alone. I did plant this morning some okra over here. So I know they're like really small, and people usually wait till they're bigger before they go ahead and transplant them, but maybe it's the mix I'm putting them in. They just don't seem to want to get much bigger. Maybe I'm impatient, and maybe it's this stupid cloudy weather we're having. But I'm not going to complain because there are still people in snow, right? Over here, you can see there I planted some cucumbers. Again, really small, but probably watering them too much, but I've been wanting to baby them. They're getting a little bit too yellow, so I think I need to back off of that. And then over here, I planted some more on this side. little cucumbers. My corn is getting bigger. There's still some empty spots, but I got those 6-packs, so I can always fill them in. What I did, the most recent big and exciting thing, is I made this arbor to grow the cucumbers on. Now, it's only about, I don't know, maybe 6.5, 7 feet. And it's a little wobbly on top, but I think it'll be fine. If I have to reinforce it, I will, but it's got the poles on the side that's keeping it pretty upright. So I think it'll be nice, and if not, I'll figure something out. Over here, you can see, oh, my dino. He's doing so good. They're all doing so good. And then there's some more arugula over there seeding. My red Russian kale is starting to get bigger. I gave them some banana water. So we have a couple of little itty bitties here, but they've actually gotten bigger too. This thing, either it's a weed, but I think it might be a seed from the dollar store. I got a bunch of packets, and this might be one out of the 3 things that actually came up from, I don't know how many packets I got, 10, 15 packets. So that's that. Over here is where that dead plum was, right there. But over there, that little one right there is a red plum. So I still have that. And if we go over here, this is my cherry tree. And I know it'll be a while, but that's okay, it's here. And so far doing well. So hopefully the gophers back off. Because if you can see, they're over here already, making a mess. This is my lemon. So far, this lemon has not been very nice or happy. See, it's making flowers, and I'm giving it tons of like compost tea and banana water and all that stuff, but I really haven't gotten any lemons off of it yet. So I'm not quite sure what's the deal, but you know, I just kind of let nature take its course, and we'll just see what happens. Over here, I showed you guys that, matter of fact, let me come from this end. I picked up the brick patio that I had over here, and I moved it, which I still have to show you the update on that, but in time. So this is where the brick patio was. I did put down some dirt on either side, and we'll see what I do with it. I'm not sure yet. Is it veggies? Is it flowers? Is it both? I don't know. But in the center, I had a ton of aloe. So I planted them all here, and I mean, literally, I know they look sad, but little ones everywhere. I think now that they're in the dirt, hopefully they'll do better than in the poor pots I had them in. We'll see. And this is the arugula that I don't even know how it found itself here, but seeds are getting there. So we're gonna have a ton of arugula seeds, which is good. Over here in front of the little house, I planted, you're not going to be able to tell, but I planted a bunch of bulbs. Not a bunch, a few. A couple of hostas, some narcissus on both sides, and some other bulb tiger something, I don't know. It was like pinky, purpley, yellowy, cute, whatever. So I think they're all summer flowering things. So we'll see how those go. Green bean here has been here for at least a few years, and it always comes back. So it's happy. I did take the nasturtiums away from the tomato plant from one of my last videos and put it in its own pot, so it should get happy soon. Here we got a sunflower, As some people told me on the Facebook group, Lead Farmer 73 group, this sucker is a weed, so I'll be pulling that out later when I have gloves on. But actually, I have some green beans in there too, so we'll make room for that. I got my mint and more mint. This thing is getting leaves again, and it's that. I always forget the name. There's that tomato plant. Actually, that tomato plant doesn't really look all that happy, even though it has tomatoes on it. I don't know, we'll see. We have some thyme in here and some nasturtiums and some sunflowers that made their way. This is some seed that I threw down, lettuce seed. So, and then that's marjoram, sweet marjoram. Another sunflower that made its way there somehow. That there is an eggplant. And we actually have another one in here. It's not as big because this nasturtium is covering all its sunshine. These almost died on me. I couldn't get out to water. This is already a while ago. I couldn't get outside to water, so they almost died, but they're back, and they're doing good. So I'm happy about that. That's the other nasturtium that was so sad. It's like, look at yellow, tiny little flowers, tiny little leaves compared to that. Anyhow, over here we got the cilantro is doing good. I've already picked a bunch of that. More sunflowers that just made themselves at home there. Some parsley, which I need to cut. I come out here and eat it all the time, but God, I would love to throw it in, well, everything. My Swiss chard isn't really doing that great, I don't think. We'll see what happens. I don't know. So that's kind of the update for now. We'll see what else I can get into, what other trouble I can get into. But there's my little squatty arbor, but it's tall enough for me to get under and pick cucumbers this year and whatever else I put there next year. So thanks for stopping by, and we'll talk to you next time.